Hello, hello, hello. It's Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your daily tarot reading for the 25th of May 2021. I have got my Roots and Wings Oracle, and the tarot deck I'm working with today is such an interesting one. It's actually quite fabulous. I don't use it enough. I should actually pull it out more often. It's called the Vice Versa Tarot. Basically, what that means is that there's no back to the card. You have an image on both sides of the card, giving you just a different perspective. So in this particular one over here, which is the Knight of Cups, you can see on the front we've got, oh, sorry, I'm holding it in all the wrong places. We've got a knight on his horse. It is daytime and his happiness and all the rest of it. But on the back, suddenly it's him walking away and it's nighttime. So it's just different perspectives on the card. So giving us really, so I can't do this whole big reveal and turn the cards over because this is the message that we have. But I'm going to give you my interpretation of it now. But let's have a look and see the energy of the day with the Roots and Wings Oracle. Crafty. I'm laughing because this whole tarot deck is crafty, isn't it? Sorry, I see the camera was misbehaving. I think that's a bit better. Just adjusted it. All right. So this particular tarot deck is crafty. This particular tarot deck is not a standard traditional tarot, and I love getting a different perspective on things. I really do. You know, that is one of my mottos in life. I look at everything, good and bad, and I always say, well, how else can I look at it? How else can we understand it? How else can we interpret it? I'm always about looking at things from a different perspective. So having a vice versa deck is just phenomenal. I love this deck. So crafty Fox is saying not everything is as it seems. Crafty Fox is saying to us, you know, let's be a little bit sneaky, let's be a little bit sly, let's be a little bit creative in our interpretation, in the way that we handle today. So today's Tuesday. Monday was an interesting day indeed. Let's have a look and see what we have for Tuesday. So we have the Knight of Cups, okay? And as I said to you with this particular deck, this is the other end of the Knight of Cups, okay? So we're looking at the reverse. It's not reverse. I mustn't use that word. It's the vice versa. We're looking at the other perspective of him. So immediately he's walking away from us, okay? We can see that his ground is quite rough. We can see that things are not as easy as they originally appeared, you know, especially if we look at it from that side. From that side, he's walking in water, he's quite happy, he's quite content, life is fabulous, there's a beautiful waterfall behind him, you know, he's dressed really well, he's living his best life. But the angle that we've picked up is the back end of him, where he's looking into the abyss, he's looking into the nothingness. You know, he's got a whole, you can see the Milky Way in front of him, and he's a little bit directionless. He's maybe looking at the stars, trying to determine where he's at, where he needs to be, and how he's going to get there. So as much as he looks confident, when we explore a little bit more, it's actually him questioning and challenging and saying, well, where am I? Where do I need to go? How am I going to get there? Trying to navigate himself through the stars. And he's trying to navigate his emotions, okay? And this is what the crafty is. So you're probably really good today at putting on a mask and pretending that you're great, pretending that you're feeling fabulous, pretending that life is really good, but actually, you know, you're a little bit confused, a little bit uncertain. It's like, oh, which way do I go? But you're hiding it really well. That's what this Knight of Cups is saying to us. And then, interestingly, here we have the Ten of Swords, okay? But again, we have the reverse image of the Ten of Swords. So traditionally, the Ten of Swords normally shows our knight, there he is lying, in his full armor, and he has been stabbed or pierced 10 times. Typically, this means I'm done. It's over. It's the end, okay? Typically, if you get stabbed 10 times, it's not easy to recover from that. It's not easy that you return from that. But let's look at the different perspective. We have an eclipse happening. What happens when there's an eclipse? An eclipse means that the moon comes in front of the sun. It changes our viewpoint. It changes our perspective, but it's almost like now we're looking at things from a different veil. When I look at the gentleman sitting over here, so he seems to be unclothed. Yes, he's got some long pants on, but it's almost like he's climbed out of this shell, okay? He's climbed out of the shell and he's sitting there and he's almost like observing himself saying, did I just survive that? Did I just, like, I'm okay. I'm not stabbed. I'm not bleeding. I'm not broken. There's nothing wrong with me. But how did I survive that? How did I get out of that unscathed? And that's exactly what it is. So we have to be crafty. even though it appears like we are dead, even though it appears like we have been stabbed so many times, when we're crafty, when we are navigating ourselves the way that we need to, it's amazing what we can achieve. It's amazing what you can achieve. And that's why we have got the King of Wands with us as well. King of Wands is very confident. You know, there he sits on his chair very confidently. He is prepared to take on anybody. He's not afraid of nobody. He sits very confidently. I love how he's staring face on. You know, he's squaring up to whatever's in front of him. We cannot see. The cameraman in this particular angle is standing in front of him taking the photograph. If we suddenly stand behind him to see what he's looking at, so this is the normal view, okay? In this vice versa tarot, this is the normal view of the, it's not the reverse like we had there, the vice versa side. This is the normal view of the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, he's very much in control. He's very confident, he's very controlled, he knows exactly who he is, what he is, why he is, how he is, all of that. And if we turn it over, what is he looking at? So here we have the back of his almost Game of Thrones type of throne. There is a tree, and this huge, big anaconda snake, huge. And he is facing that snake. He's not running away. He's not nervous. He's not afraid. He's prepared to take on that snake because he knows his worth. He knows what he's capable of. He knows what he's able to do. So friends, today, 25th of May, 2021, you have to be crafty. You have to pretend. You have to pretend that you got this because you do, okay? It doesn't matter how bad things get today. It doesn't matter how things seem to unfold. It doesn't matter how lost you get. Understand that if you are confident enough to just face and take things on, handle things face first, tackle it head on, you will achieve greatness. You will, but you do need to be a little bit sly. You do need to be a little bit crafty today, and don't take anything at face value. Okay, that's what this deck is telling you today. Don't take anything at face value. Always look at both sides of the story. Always look at both sides of the coin. Always look at both sides of the card to get the full story. So things are not as bad as they seem. Okay, and things aren't as good as they seem either. You have to be crafty and figure it out, and don't give up before you've actually escaped. Face the challenges head on and you will achieve, because by being confident, you will scare that horrible snake away. Friends, have a fabulous Tuesday with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care.